About the waterfall experience, it was quite a day.
Before we got to the waterfall, rather, I was super scared. I'm quite scared of heights, and I just have all this feeling like I'm going to fall.
All the while we're walking through the bush path, I was actually silent. Like I wasn't saying anything.
We missed our way at first still, but then we got to the waterfall.
We met two guys. If you watch the video, you see me making a video with one of the guys, like, you know.
And we saw two guys smoking, actually, smoking weed.
Everybody was trying to take records of everything. Me, I wasn't paying attention. I was only studying the environment.
We felt comfortable, we started taking pictures, and we didn't know anything was going to change. But the next thing,
we just noticed that the two guys we met there left.
At that point, that was where I started having my fear. I was thinking a whole lot of things. I'm a security girl, and at that point I was like, what if these guys just come from any path and then attack us? What am I going to do? And then while we're there,
we sighted this very small, young baby teenager up there looking at us.
And I kept staring at this boy. This boy shouldn't be up to 12 years or maybe 15 years maximum. I saw him at the top of the mountain, like on top of a stone that was not really far from us. And this particular boy, you know, monitoring everything we were doing. And at a point, the guy left.
And all of a sudden, when he got to the part where we had to do our change of dressing,
we saw another guy coming, and then another guy. We saw a group of guys. They just kept coming in, you know, coming in.
These headsmen looking Fulani guys started coming in their troops.
And then that was when I really got scared.
I was tensed, you know. But then when you show this fear, you're already making them believe that something might happen.
And one had this dagger,
and the other person was with a knife,
and one had this axe,
and then the other person was with a very long, I wouldn't know if that is a stick or something, no, something dark that was quite long.
These guys were actually surrounding us, sharpening their knives. The other one was sharpening his axe on the rock.
So at that point I knew we're actually in trouble.
I tried to grab my phone and make a call, and then I had somebody say to me, who they try call. So I was like, okay. So I called and I stopped. I decided not to call anybody, and I put my phone back because I didn't want to give them ideas. I didn't want to lose my phone. It's very important.
And then we were already wearing our bikinis, getting ready to have our proper shoot.
And
I didn't know what to do. I think the leader came in. He was the last person that came in.
They started having a conversation with our photographer,
and I noticed the guy was talking to our photographer.
You know, they were going back and forth. I don't know what they were talking about.
So while he was actually talking with these guys, I could tell that something was wrong.
But at this point I was like, okay, what's going on? So the best thing to do at this time, I felt, was to just, you know, code, don't act scared, act as if you're strong and all that. So we were like, okay, you know what, let's just focus on the pictures we came here to take them and leave. Even though we're coding, if you watch the pictures you will see that we're tense.
But I was very, very tense. If they could actually see through, they could actually see this fear. But then I was just trying to like cloud it up with some joy and gladness. I felt I should tell everyone, let's just dress and go. But then telling everyone, let's go, that's like not achieving our aim. And there and then the photographer was telling us everything is fine. You know, he kept telling us that everything was fine.
And they were having their chit chat. So apparently the chit chat involved them saying that the Oga came because they saw ladies with some sexy outfits and they want to rape.
Can you imagine? They were negotiating raping us.
After everything, I wouldn't know what the photographer discussed with them because he wouldn't come back to tell us. But later on, the guys were like, man, I feel free. Oh, this place now our place. So they come here, farm, they do everything. So that was when we started smiling with those guys. So I think the leader of the gang had to help us with our lighting, you know, while we're taking our photograph. I wanted to also engage the junior ones, you know, at a point, not like I couldn't climb the rock, but I had to like, let me see what these guys do. So I had to bring one of them on, but I was like, you come and help me, I can't climb this thing, come and help me climb. And they were they helped. But their original aim was to rob us and then to rape us. Because as soon as we're leaving there, in fact, as we're just stepping out of the place, we saw a guy and his girlfriend coming in. And we're trying to give these ones signals like, hey, we just escaped something, we think you should also escape it too. But they weren't getting the signal, so they went in. It wasn't even up to 5 minutes, started hearing help. Harry looked at me. Harry was like, Dakore, did you hear that? I'm hearing someone shout for help.
the other couple that came after us just spoiled everything for them. According to the guy, they came to relax, they came to swim, they came to take pictures. You know, tourism and all that, but they met those hoodlums.
So at that point, we felt God had actually delivered us, and we're just very grateful. In fact, we actually cried that very day because it wasn't something that anybody wants to stand. And watching that other girl being robbed, and I don't know how she got to escape, but we also felt God actually helped her through. Though her phone was stolen, her ATM card, everything she had on her, like they dragged her out, and they were also going to rape her.
One thing I would say I got from this entire experience is that, first off, try not to act scared. Whenever you're in danger, the first thing you need to do is to compose yourself. The second thing you need to do is to start getting comfortable, like start getting dressed.
If you ever find yourself going to a place that you don't know about, try and go with some security guards. Otherwise, go in groups.
Go in groups. Please go in group. And always have some kind of weapon. On my key, I have a weapon on my key. Yes, I do.
Or you actually go with a pistol if you have one, because those guys are dangerous. They smell. You don't even want to stand them. They believe they can actually do anything they want to do to you with anything they have on them, and they believe nobody's going to come to their rescue. They know the nooks and crannies of everywhere. Imagine the way they were even jumping up the rock, because these guys are already used to such places. For us that don't know such places, we just have to be careful. For the photo shoot, we tried our best, even while we're tensed in all of those situations. We were trying to give ourselves some good pose and everything.
The pictures were okay, I think, although I could only find like 3 pictures that were okay in the video. The rest of them, I felt like I was so tensed. I felt like we didn't pose pretty well, okay? And the cameraman was just in a hurry to get as much pictures as he can. So he just took the pictures like that. So I think in all, we got about 3 pictures out of the whole pictures we took. 3 was just good, just 3.
Well, this whole experience just, I won't tell you that I wasn't scared. I was very scared. If you watch the pictures, I was looking very tense, and I couldn't even concentrate or even feel comfortable enough to pose comfortably. And anyway, somehow a photographer has this whole rugged look, that could actually save you. Imagine he looked like a comfortable guy, like an ajebota. You won't be seeing my face today. I'm smiling now. It wasn't a funny experience. So always have some kind of weapon just in case. Pepper spray, the rest of them. But then I enjoyed the entire experience, and I won't lie.
Hi.
So we're still sisters.
Yeah.
I'm Miriam.
I'm Dakore.
And I'm Starry.
So together we are the Soul Sisters.
Soul Sisters.
Soul Sisters.
We love you. Keep watching Soul Sisters.
Yes, please.
We're bringing you the best educative information.
Should we tell them what we have in store for them next week?
Okay.
Stay tuned. Don't worry. Just stay tuned. We're bringing something interesting for you all next week.
All right. Bye.
Yeah. Bye, all. Hoodlums.
Now I'm saying this and I'm laughing. I'm really laughing because we survived. And we're survivors, so you have to just smile. But it wasn't funny that day.
From what the photographer told us, from what the leader said to him, they were negotiating on our behalf. Like, even one of them was like, see these girls, we'll mess them up here now, and you'll be watching them while we mess them up. And that was the height of it. Who wants to watch that?
Like, we just had to start dressing up. We just had to start wearing our clothes. Like, we rushed everything so that we can be ready to run.
Imagine hearing that some people want to rape you, and then herdsmen
Wanted to rape us.
dirty herdsmen, God forbid that.
We were there, they were thinking of raping us.
God will not let that happen.